If you're watching this late at night and you're alone, you might want to check your doors and maybe even your windows, because what I'm about to tell you is not something you can just forget. It's not something I've been able to forget. My name is Alex. This happened to me when I was 21, living alone in a small town in Washington. I had just started a night job at a 24-hour gas station, and my shifts ended around 1 a.m. most nights. The road I drove home was narrow, winding, and completely surrounded by forest. No streetlights, no houses, barely any cell service. At first, I always felt uneasy, but after weeks of driving that road, I thought I'd gotten used to it. I was wrong. One night, as I was driving home, I noticed headlights in my rearview mirror. At first, I thought it was just another late-night driver, but after a few minutes, I realized the car wasn't passing. It was following me, exactly at my speed. I slowed down, it slowed down. I sped up, it sped up. I tried to look at the driver through the rearview mirror, but I couldn't see anything, just the darkness inside the car and the headlights. After about 10 minutes, I started to feel panicked. My hands gripped the wheel. My heart was pounding. I thought about pulling over, but something inside me told me not to. I kept driving, trying to convince myself it was just a coincidence. Then I felt it, a tapping on my rear window. I froze. My stomach dropped. Every instinct screamed at me, "Don't look." But I did. There was a man standing perfectly still, right behind my car, staring at me. His eyes were wide, completely unblinking, and he was smiling. I slammed my foot in the gas. The car jolted forward, tires screaming. I didn't stop. I didn't look back. I just drove. After a few minutes, I thought I'd lost him. I slowed down, thinking I was safe. Then I heard it. A whisper from the back seat. "Why didn't you stop?" My blood ran cold. I slowly glanced at the rear seat. No one was there, except my backpack, which had been on the front seat, was now on the back seat. I slammed on the brakes. The car skidded to a stop, and then I saw him in the passenger seat. The same man from the road, his face inches from mine, eyes wide, staring, unblinking. He leaned closer and whispered, "Next time, don't look back." I don't remember what happened next. I woke up the next morning in my bed. My car was in the driveway, doors locked from the inside. No one had been there. I never drove that road at night again. Even now, when I drive alone, I can't bring myself to look in the rear view mirror, because sometimes I don't see myself looking back. That was the first incident. A few weeks later, I moved to a different apartment, closer to work, and thought I had left it all behind. But one night, around midnight, I noticed a shadow outside my window. I froze, heart pounding. I slowly approached the window. There was no one there, just the empty street. I laughed nervously, trying to convince myself it was nothing. Then, I heard the tapping again, this time on the back door. I didn't want to move, but something compelled me to look. I peered through the peephole and saw a man standing, his face covered in darkness, staring straight at me. I stumbled back, and my phone rang. I froze. The number was unknown. I hesitated, then answered. "Are you home?" The voice. It was the same calm, sinister tone. I couldn't see him. I couldn't understand how he knew. I hung up and ran to the bedroom, locked the door. and I could hear footsteps, slow, deliberate, moving around the apartment. I didn't sleep that night or the next. For days, I stayed awake, watching, listening, waiting. Then, one night, I came home from work and found a note slipped under my door. It read, "You can't escape. I'm always behind you." I moved again, as far away as I could, but the feeling, that presence, never left me. Sometimes, when I'm alone, I think I hear a knock or a whisper. "Why didn't you stop?" And I remember the man in the car, smiling, waiting, just behind me. Even now, I never look back, because sometimes I don't see myself until it's too late.